Good evening, everyone. So we have been having a very engaging discussion and presentations on how AI can help in terms of revolutionizing your businesses and ways of working. I hope all the talk about AI is giving you inspirations, ideas of innovation, and no existential crisis in terms of your job and relevance when you go back to your office. AI is here to make the work and life of us easier. And my topic today is about AI and how AI can help teams work together in terms of the insights and practical application of Atlassian's Intelligence, which is the AI capabilities that we have in our products. To give a short introduction about myself, I am Thompson Cherian, and I work in Enreap, which is an Atlassian Platinum Solution partner, and I lead the pre-sales and solutioning team in Enreap. A disclaimer here that the topic, even though it speaks about AI, I have only used ChatGPT to just correct my grammar and not to generate the content or the script that I'm talking about. So before I start into my presentation, I would like to give a very short intro about Atlassian as well as Enreap. So with over 250K customers across the globe, Atlassian provides enterprise customers who are practicing their agile practices, their DevOps or work management practices, products like Jira Software, Confluence, and Jira Service Management. So before I go ahead, how many in this the audience have used Atlassian products? Jira Software? So how many here doesn't know about Jira Software? Okay, that's a good thing. So most of you have used the Atlassian products. And Enreap is an Atlassian Platinum solution partner with more than 12 years in the decade, where we have been one of Atlassian's key platinum partners in India. Not only in India, we have our teams based out in Dubai as well as in Singapore. And we are one of the top Atlassian Platinum solution partners with over 200 plus functional consultants working across the globe. We are here in enabling our customers' digital transformation journey, and our key objective is to achieve operational delivery excellence. So today's topic that I would be sharing is about Atlassian Intelligence. Right? So how many of you have used ChatGPT? Okay, how many of you have not used ChatGPT? Again, so I think when I use the word not, I get the answer very capably. And when it comes to Atlassian Intelligence, there are mainly two ways in which it works. So we have the assistive AI, which enhances our own human capabilities and helps you in improving your task efficiency and decision making. So in our product like Jira Service Management, we have capabilities to group similar incidents together, to give you the right context when you're working with the tickets. And also, we have an automated virtual agent capability, which I'll be talking into. And then we have generative AI, which is the buzz around, we all know, which ChatGPT is famous for. And when it comes to generating content, summarizing content, converting meeting transcripts into MOMs, this is where generative AI is, creating knowledge-based articles, troubleshooting articles from the context we have. And I'll be going into a very canned or macro demos that will be detailing the different use cases. Now, before I go into that AI-powered capabilities, I know that when it comes to AI, with all these possibilities, yes, there are a lot of uncertainties and questions in terms of how AI work. And there's a lot of pressure, because AI and ChatGPT is something that people are using in a day in and day out. They want, okay, how can we infuse AI into our products, into our technology, into our services? And it is done in a such rush manner that many people don't really understand how it works, what kind of data it needs access to, and how the data is being used for. So in Atlassian, we understand that some teams will have, or some customers and organizations will definitely have reservations about adopting AI features. And that's why for Atlassian, trust is at the very forefront of everything that we are doing with Atlassian Intelligence. So what it means technically is that you are always in control, right? So Atlassian's mission has always been to unleash the potential of every team. It's not to replace them, but enable teams. And so with Atlassian Intelligence, you're always in the driver's seat. So you have the power to decide if, when, where, or how utilizing these AI capabilities and features and which use case will be rightly adapted for you. So in that manner, you can opt for them and use them. Additionally, this also means that your data is safe. The data that you submit, the responses that you receive from Atlassian Intelligence are used only to serve your own experiences. They are not stored by OpenAI. They are not used to train models across other customers, and they are not used to fine-tune the OpenAI AI models that we have. Each data request that Atlassian Intelligence receives is sent to OpenAI through an individually SSL encrypted request, and it's processed and sent back in a secure manner. So I would encourage everyone to also go through the Atlassian AI Trust Center, which I have given the link here, which provides you more insight about Atlassian's approach to AI and how Atlassian is managing data more responsibility when it comes to artificial AI capabilities. Now, in Atlassian, Atlassian Intelligence is a collection of AI-powered capabilities in our Atlassian products, mainly in our Atlassian cloud products, which helps companies to unlock their team's full potential. So whether it's automating repetitive tasks or generating new ideas, Atlassian Intelligence empowers teams to achieve things together that would be impossible to do it alone. So in the next couple of slides, the 10 minutes I have, I will be explaining you different use cases in terms of how Atlassian's intelligence has been embedded into the product, and this will be live demos that is included in this, recorded demos that will be included in my presentation, which employees as well as customers can use that would help them for their immediate response and solutions, right? So how can Atlassian Intelligence help, right? So first is to how can I get instant help, right? So when it comes to modern service management, the term that we use is instant gratification, right? Gone are the days where someone would send an email and then get a response that within 2 days or 3 days or given the given timeline, you're going to get a response. We people and employees and customers are looking for very immediate responses and faster resolutions. So with Atlassian Intelligence, we have an always-on virtual teammate in Jira Service Management that delivers instant help for team members when they need it the most. So in a daily basis, there will be different queries that you might be raising with your HR, your legal team, with your IT team. And most of the times, these will be just one-liners that you would prefer to ask to your team directly through a Slack channel or an instant message. And let's say if we are using Slack, and with the integration Atlassian has with the virtual agent capability in Slack, we'll just see how it would work. So here we can see a virtual agent, which is powered by Atlassian Intelligence. And then the query is being asked that, I need to get a specific permission for a specific application. Yes. And then we can see how the response is. So the person says that the application is required for the so-and-so device, and what kind of application access is required. That response is given, and then the access is taken, right? So here, without any human intervention, it's not just that they're getting the response, it is also doing actionable things like giving access to employees. And this reduces a lot of L1 level related work where you need to manually go into the system, provide access, and virtual agent and Atlassian Intelligence working together can bring and make work easier for many different teams when it comes to the different use cases that they would have. So in Atlassian, internally they have a chatbot called Charlie, which is used for the IT help desk and other HR and other related service and support desk. And it was a 50% service request that was taken care and resolved by Atlassian's virtual agent alone, which was a huge improvement compared to traditional manual ways of managing service requests. So now we saw how it helps you with instant help. So what else can Atlassian Intelligence help you for, right? So we can see another very important use case of how to get the right information much faster that helps users in saving time and efficiency when they would leverage the AI or Atlassian Intelligence capabilities. So here, let's say we can see a service request ticket being raised. So a person needs to get support for a specific matter. And just imagine that a new service shift employee has joined. So there will be like n number of comments. So he or she who is working in the service request, they need to go through the description, go through the comments, and then maybe reach out to the previous agent to get a context. But with Atlassian Intelligence, we have the capability to summarize the comments. So even if you have 100 or 200 comments, it goes through the entire comments. It creates a summary. It creates actionable insights that the service person agent can start working on. So it gives a summary that the so-and-so person's laptop is damaged. There is a priority that it has to be replaced by the given date, and it even gives the right article that that person can refer to resolve the issue. Just imagine the number of minutes to hours that service request agent will be able to save when it comes to resolving issues, and how it would be translating in improving the efficiency when you apply it across your organization. So what is the other use case, right? In terms of improving your productivity or helping you accelerate or do work much faster, right? So I think it was around late 2022 or early 2023, suddenly I saw that the quality of email drafts that were being sent has drastically improved, right? People, I have been using Grammarly for a very long time, but it is beyond Grammarly. Like you're seeing, I remember people who said that, my leave request prior it was very difficult to get it, approved, but with great empathy and concerning, statistics and words, I was able to convince my manager, or escalations are being articulated very fast, customer support emails are being very, formalized. And I mean, that's where it started, right? That's where we saw the benefit of how AI is helping. And I don't suggest using it always to generate, I mean, the moment you read an email, you know whether it's ChatGPT or the person speaking. But yes, when it comes to, let's say, this specific use case, right? The person is working with 30 to 40 tickets a day, right? Drafting custom personal emails for each of the individual will not be a realistic property. But here what they can do is they can draft a single response and then add empathy to it, add context to it, change the tone, and make it more relatable to the customer who is using it. So this is a very useful use case which Atlassian Intelligence is enabling when it comes to working and interacting and responding to your customers and requests. Yep. Sorry, it's not skipping for some reason. Yeah. So using large language models, Atlassian Intelligence reduces how teams at a given company work together and constructs a custom teamwork graph showing the types of work being done and the relationship between them. So the key point to remember here is when most of the AI tools that you would have is looking at the data and the products that, to get a context, Atlassian Intelligence is also looking at the different people and the teams involved, and the AI is more tailored. So with this kind of open approach of the Atlassian platform, the teamwork graph is also enriched with additional context and data from even the third-party marketplace apps that they use. And compared to other market leaders who have this kind of capabilities, what is unique in Atlassian is the set of data that we have on teamworks and how teams work together, which makes Atlassian's intelligence or AI capability solution much more powerful, right? Now, as I shared before, let's look at some of the generative AI capabilities in Atlassian Intelligence, right? So, in terms of, let's say you would, in this particular use case, you want to have a table that would have the respective iOS supported versions and adding emojis to say if this version is supported or not. Just imagine the time that you would have taken to do it manually. But here we can see that it's done in a matter of minutes or seconds. And again, the data that it is using, it's not from the internet. It is using Atlassian's own data within that given customer space and giving the right context information that the customers would need. And this is done in Jira software right away. Now, when it comes to Confluence, right? So let's imagine with many of you who would be using Zoom has the Zoom transcript feature. So the transcript will create a transcript of the entire meeting. Now you want to convert it to an MOM, right? So with Atlassian Intelligence, it is done again with a matter of seconds. I know in my team, in pre-sales, MOM writing is something that we give to all the new interns and freshers because it's a very time-intensive task. And Atlassian Intelligence is going to really make it very helpful. The decisions that we have made, what are the action items that has to be done, which is the person who has to be assigned. So it dynamically selects a user and it gives that action item. Just imagine the use case of how easy it will be with this kind of. So it's not just generating content, it is generating actionable content and insight that makes your work and life easier. Okay, I'm just skipping some slides in the interest of time. So what else Atlassian Intelligence can do? So next is in terms of analytics, right? To get the right data and also the ability to learn and get context of the things that you're working on, right? So here in this particular use case, you have a document that is showing the project plan. And there are technical terms, and usually it is technical jargons or terms that you would need definition, but here we have words for projects or teams. And with Atlassian Intelligence, let's say you select that particular term, it shows you which team or which project this particular term is about, who is working on it, and gives you more context. Please keep in mind, it was not a linked or any dynamic asset. It is using the Atlassian Intelligence platform to give you context, give you the right information so that when teams are going through documents, they have the right context to work and progress with things. Right? And this is applicable even in Jira Service Management tickets. So when you're working with a ticket and a team is mentioned or a customer is mentioned, getting the right info is done in a very matter of time. Right? Just allow me 3 more minutes just to show one of the final features that Atlassian Intelligence has. How many of you have used Confluence to search and get the information that you need? Have you used Confluence? Yeah, right. And it's little tricky, right? You need to search. You have to go to the page, go to the space. Now with Confluence and Atlassian Intelligence integrated together, you just need to ask it, right? So just ask the question to Confluence. It goes through the space and gives you the right information. Just imagine in terms of HR use cases. Since time is short, I can take the question separately. We don't have a QA session. Please connect to Enreap. Right? And JQL, right? Before there was a time in which you need to learn JQL, create project is equal to so and so, start date, end date, and then get the report. With analytics and Atlassian Intelligence integration, and an NLP processing, you would just tell what you need, what is information that you need, give it to Jira, and Jira will convert it into the right SQL and JQL queries and get you the relevant information. Same goes to the JQL also, right? So this is a game changer. We have seen many customers who start adopting this, and now they are back in love in terms of getting the right filters and reports. It is all done in a matter of seconds, which usually took a lot of reverse engineering and Google research to get the right data. And it also supports multiple languages also in terms of converting that query into a JQL, right? So that summarizes Atlassian Intelligence. I had a case study, but since time is short, I'm not going through it. So what I would be requesting the team is to please come to our booth. You might have a lot of use cases in terms of how Atlassian Intelligence can help your life. You might not be using Atlassian products. You might be using Atlassian products, but there are a lot of use cases which we will be interested to discuss with you and help you as a partner to enable them for your organization.